Sometimes the strongest looking people are the ones shaking the most on the inside. And the crazy part? Most people don't even realize how many small daily habits are quietly eating their strength from the inside out. Not because they're dumb, not because they're hopeless, but because nobody ever taught them how to think. Nobody ever taught them how to stay calm when their mind turns into a storm. Nobody taught them how to stand still when every emotion tries to drag them around like a puppet on strings. So today, I'm going to show you the 9 habits that make you mentally weak, even if you walk around acting tough. And if you really listen, if you let these words hit you in the chest, you might finally understand what's been holding you back all these years. Habit 1. You let emotions run your life. Extended. Most people don't just feel emotions, they get possessed by them. They feel anger, they become anger. They feel jealousy, they become jealousy. They feel fear, they freeze like a statue made of glass. And then they say, "Oh, I couldn't help it." But that's the problem. Weak minds always think they can't help it. Strong minds don't deny their emotions. They just don't hand them the steering wheel. A mentally weak person reacts. A mentally strong person responds. That's a massive difference. Reacting is pure impulse. Responding is awareness, discipline, and self-respect. And let's be real. Half of the dumb decisions you've made in life came from reacting too fast, sending messages you regret, saying things that hurt people you actually care about, overthinking one small comment until it feels like the world is ending, acting out of insecurity instead of intention. Stoics believed this deeply. If you cannot control your emotions, someone else will. That's how people manipulate you. That's how life tosses you around. That's how the world makes you feel powerless. Emotional control is not suppression. Emotional control is mastery. It's the ability to say, "I feel this, but it doesn't own me. It doesn't guide my next move." The moment you learn that, your entire life changes. Habit 2. You crave validation. Extended. Let's be honest. You care way too much about what people think. You pretend you don't, but you do. You post for likes. You talk for attention. You act to please the crowd. You shrink to avoid judgment. You say yes because you're scared to say no. And that right there is mental weakness in its purest form. Needing validation is like needing a drug. You feel high when people approve of you. You crash the moment they don't. It's emotional slavery. Look around. People hesitate before speaking because they're scared someone won't like their opinion. People pretend to be confident while living in fear of criticism. People dress for strangers they'll never meet again. People chase approval from people they don't even respect. The Stoics believed this. A person who depends on applause is spiritually homeless. Because think about it, if the world decides tomorrow that you're not enough, you'll break. Your self-worth collapses like a cheap tent in a storm. The only validation that actually matters is the one you give yourself. And if you never build your own approval, you'll always be owned by someone else's opinion. Habit 3. You avoid discomfort. Extended. Most people don't hate pain. They fear it. They fear inconvenience. They fear awkwardness. They fear boredom. They fear anything that forces them to grow. They want a strong body without sweating. They want confidence without embarrassment. They want wisdom without failure. They want progress without discomfort. But nothing in life works like that. The Stoics understood something powerful. Discomfort is the entry fee for greatness. Avoid discomfort long enough, and you become soft. You become fragile. You become allergic to anything difficult. Every time you avoid the hard thing becomes harder. Every time you run from pain, pain grows bigger. Every time you choose comfort, comfort chains you. Strong people don't enjoy discomfort. They just realize it's the only place transformation happens. Comfort never built a warrior. Comfort never changed a life. Comfort never created someone you admire. Everything you want. Confidence, discipline, peace, resilience. It's all hiding behind discomfort. Habit 4. You talk more than you act. Extended. Weak minds talk. Strong minds execute. And you know this. You've met people who talk big, dream big, promise big, but never take action. They're always planning, always preparing, always thinking about it. But thinking isn't doing, talking isn't doing, promising isn't doing. Most people talk to feel productive, not be productive. Talking gives them a fake sense of progress, a false feeling of achievement, like they're moving forward while standing completely still. The Stoics believed this. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Let your actions speak so loud you never need to say a word. People respect what you do, not what you say you'll do. Stop telling people your dreams. Show them your results. Habit 5. You take everything personally, extended. A mentally weak mind thinks everything is about them. Someone is quiet. They think it's because of them. Someone is in a bad mood. They assume they caused it. Someone gives feedback. They treat it like a personal attack. This habit makes you fragile. It makes you anxious. It makes you paranoid. And worst of all, it makes you blind to reality. Because here's the truth. Most people are too busy dealing with their own problems to even notice you. Their silence isn't about you. Their tone isn't about you. Their mood isn't about you. Their life has nothing to do with you. When you stop taking things personal, your mind becomes lighter, your heart becomes calmer, and your decisions become clearer. This one skill alone can save you years of unnecessary suffering. Habit 6. You expect life to be fair, extended. Weak minds think fairness is guaranteed. They believe effort should equal reward. They believe being good means life should treat them good. They believe karma works like a vending machine. But reality doesn't care about fairness. Life hits the innocent. Life rewards the unprepared. Life ignores the deserving. Life tests the kind. Life pushes the patient. The Stoics understood this perfectly. Life is not fair, but you can be strong. When you stop expecting fairness, you stop being disappointed. You stop being bitter. You stop being shocked by adversity. Strength comes from accepting life exactly as it is, not as you wish it to be. Habit 7. You avoid hard conversations, extended. Weak people avoid conflict. They avoid honesty. They avoid confronting the truth. They avoid saying what needs to be said. They think avoiding the conversation will save the relationship. But it doesn't. It kills it slowly. Silence is not peace. Silence is poison. Strong minds speak with clarity. They express their feelings without fear. They set boundaries without guilt. They say no without shaking. They confront the problem instead of dancing around it. It's better to be uncomfortable for 10 minutes than resentful for 10 years. Habit 8. You let your past control you, extended. Weak minds replay old mistakes like a broken movie reel. They carry old pain as identity. They allow past failures to shape future decisions. They believe yesterday defines tomorrow. But the Stoics had a simple truth. The past is gone. It cannot hurt you unless you bring it into today. Your trauma doesn't define you. Your heartbreak doesn't define you. Your failures don't define you. Your worst moment doesn't define you. Only your choices today define who you become. Every day is a blank page, but you keep rewriting the same old chapter. Let it go. Not because it's easy, but because holding it keeps you weak. Habit 9. You lack discipline, extended. This is the queen of all weakness, the foundation, the root of everything that goes wrong. Without discipline, your potential is wasted. Your dreams rot. Your talent dies. Your thoughts control you instead of you controlling them. Weak people wait for motivation. Strong people show up even when everything inside them screams, "Not today." Discipline is doing what's necessary, even when you feel tired, even when you feel uninspired, even when nobody is watching, even when nobody will clap for you. Discipline is the ultimate show of self-respect, and without it, you stay mentally weak forever. These 9 habits are chains, invisible, heavy, but breakable. Your life doesn't change by accident. It changes when you decide you're done being weak, done being controlled by emotions, done living for approval, done running from discomfort, done repeating the same cycles. You can be stronger than your past, stronger than your habits, stronger than your excuses. Rise above the noise, rise above the weakness, rise into the person you were always meant to be.